Daniel Ronald Ronny Cox is an American character actor, singer-songwriter, and storyteller. His best-known roles include Drew Ballinger in Deliverance, George Apple in Apple's Way, Lieutenant Andrew Bogomil in Beverly Hills Cop, Richard Dick Jones in RoboCop and the villain Vilos Cohaagen in Total Recall. Cox wrote a book about his experience filming Deliverance for the movie's 40th anniversary in 2012. He plays over 100 shows at festivals and theaters each year with his band. Personal life: Cox, the third of 5 children, was born in Cloudcroft, New Mexico, the son of Lynette and Bob P. Cox, a carpenter who also worked at a dairy. He grew up in Portals, New Mexico. Cox met his wife, Mary, when in high school and they married in 1960. Cox graduated from Eastern New Mexico University in 1963 with a double major in theater and speech correction. Mary died in 2006, 50 years to the day of their first date. Cox often talks about her during his music performances. Acting career: as an actor, Cox made his debut in the acclaimed 1972 film Deliverance. In one scene he plays the instrumental dueling banjos on his guitar with a banjo-playing mountain boy, played by child actor Billy Riddon. He was hired for the role because he could play the guitar. Cox published a book in 2012 in which he recounted his experiences making the film. In the period 1974 to 1975, Cox starred in the short-lived CBS family-oriented dramatic series entitled Apple's Way, created by Earl Hamner, creator of The Waltons. He also appeared as Mr. Webb in a television production of Our Town. In 1977, he appeared in the episode Devil Pack from the series Quinn Martin's Tales of the Unexpected. In 1984, 12 years after the movie Deliverance, Cox once again played a member of a small group of men who are, this time, lost in the Nevada desert and being chased by bloodthirsty locals in the low-budget film Courage. One of Cox's roles was that of Dr. John Gideon during the final season of the television medical drama Saint Elsewhere. Cox's character was famously mooned by Dr. Donald Westphal at the end of the 3rd episode of Season 6. In 1987, Cox was cast in the seminal Paul Verhoeven film RoboCop, in the memorable role of corporate arch-villain Richard Dick Jones. In 1990, Cox co-starred as Los Angeles Police Chief Roger Kendrick in the short-lived Cop Rock, presenting a striking physical resemblance to the real-world incumbent, Chief Daryl Gates. He also appeared as the antagonistic Mars administrator Vilos Cohaagen in Total Recall the same year. Cox made a notable appearance on Star Trek: The Next Generation as the efficient but impersonable Captain Edward Jellicoe in the 2-part episode Chain of Command. He has also played Henry Mason, the father of Brie Van de Kamp on Desperate Housewives. In 1997, Cox portrayed the fictional President of the United States Jack Neal in the movie Murder at 1600. Cox also portrayed John Ramsey in the 2000 television film Perfect Murder, Perfect Town. Cox has also appeared as Lieutenant Chief of Police Andrew Bogomil in Beverly Hills Cop and Beverly Hills Cop 2, and Senator Vice President Robert Kinsey in Stargate SG-1. Cox had a role in the Starter Wife TV series. He played Pappy McAllister, the husband of Molly Coogan's best friend Joan. Cox has occasionally done animation voice work, lending his voice to the Tyusian deserter Doc in Invasion America, and Senator Macmillan in Todd McFarlane's Spawn. Cox guest-starred in an episode of Matthew Perry's 2011 series Mr. Sunshine with Beverly Hills Cop co-star John Ashton. Cox played Walter Kenny in Dexter Season 6 Episode 3. Cox guest-starred in an episode of Diagnosis Murder entitled The Pressure to Murder, Episode 9, Season 3. Music career: despite having a successful acting career, Cox said that music now comes first in his life. He turns down about 90% of the acting jobs he is offered in order to play over 100 shows at festivals and theaters each year. He is accompanied by his band of world-class, virtuoso musicians. Cox also leads a musical tour to Ireland each year. Filmography. Discography. Books: Cox, Ronny. Dueling Banjos, The Deliverance of Drew. Decent Ill, 2012. ISBN 978-1-936085-58-3. 9,781,936,085,590. 9,781,936,085,606. Further reading. References. External links. Official website, Ronny Cox on Facebook, Ronny Cox at the Internet Movie Database.